Welcome back. I don't know if it's day 14 or 15. I'm so out of touch. Couldn't even tell you the day of the week. I do think it is June 5th today, if that's helpful. I am coming from this super beautiful little apartment. I thought if we need to spend one more day in Burgos, why don't we get a nice spot, like a especially nice spot, maybe one with a view of the cathedral out the window. How cool is that? It's got a little kitchen and a washing machine and everything we need to have kind of a little staycation here in Burgos. I went to the podiatrist yesterday. She was amazing, so good. Phoned there, got an appointment, went in, and she fixed up my toe. And I woke up this morning with like no pain in my toe, which was good, but not like good enough to throw on my runners and start walking again. And we decided we'd give one more night in Burgos just to let things settle and hopefully be able to get my shoe back on tomorrow. Had a really lovely day because I was able to walk. We wandered around in the streets of Burgos and soaked up the atmosphere. This is a really nice little city, big enough that there's quite a lot to do and things to see, lots of people around, and so much history. It's super beautiful in Burgos. So if you're ever in Spain or you are looking for like a little weekend, if you live in Europe or you're in Europe, this would be a nice place to visit. Highly recommend. We did go on a tour of the cathedral here behind me. Enormous. It is gigantic, and there's some weird, freaky stuff in there, like incredible. You can get all caught up in the beauty of these cathedrals, and then you start to look at the details, and it's like, why are there so many demons on the art and things like that? Gives you pause for thought. And one of the paintings I was particularly taken with, it was called the Pentecost. And I believe Pentecost is just in a couple of days. I think it's on June 8th. So, thoughts on taking a break on the Camino. I think it's a good thing. It's good to take that little pause. I'm a little bit nervous to get back to walking just because I'm hoping my foot will be okay. But it also has made me appreciate how much I've been enjoying the walking. And my body is just like, please get back to it. Even though it's exhausting, like using that much energy and having that kind of drive to just get up and put on the backpack and walk out the door is kind of an amazing thing, especially for someone who's never really done something like this before. One of the things like this, we're in the old city. It's quite medieval. Parts of the church date back, like, I don't know if the actual church itself, but there's things in the church that date back to the 11th century, I believe. So pretty ancient by my standards. And the town itself is like that too. Like the streets are all old. Even here in this apartment that we're renting, there's like this old stone wall. And I was really kind of interested. Let's see if I can get some of these in my pictures here, but I'm interested in all these little balconies that you can see. And I was like, what do people do out on these tiny, tiny little balconies? And here I am, I get to be on one of these little balconies. I'm gonna try and see, because I can't flip my camera, or at least I don't know how to flip my camera, I'm gonna see if I can give you a view of this area. So I've got like beautiful apartments, and this is actually the back of the cathedral, and it's siesta time, so there's hardly anyone around. And when you turn, there's a big square, which earlier was pretty busy. I think now you should probably be seeing across the street, there's a beautiful stairway leading down. And then when you turn around here, we've got another little area that I suppose you could call it a square, but really it's a street. And there's beautiful little apartments. There's some folks walking down. Maybe you can see the sign that says 11 rooms, which is where we're staying right now. And if we come back in, it's just like a little studio apartment. Jean-Dominique's having a little lie down on the couch, and there's a nice little kitchenette and yet another balcony. Actually, we're gonna do our laundry's gonna get hung up here, but there's the view out the second window. So pretty special treat when you're staying in not very fancy albergues and places like that to indulge for a night. So if you're planning a trip to the Camino, highly recommend you insert some days where you get to just pamper yourself a little bit and enjoy. We had a really fantastic, found a really good little restaurant that was serving, they had tacos, like chicken tacos on their menu. Totally unlike tacos that I would normally see, but they were so good. Like they tasted like I was eating broth or something. Like the richness of the chicken flavor was incredible. And we had some guacamole, which is really good, and some spaghetti, which was interesting. Lots of mayonnaise, which is probably like more mayonnaise than I'm generally into. And some dessert. Today we had dessert and it was pretty good. And very strong sangria. So we actually got a little bit drunk, which was a surprise because we've had lots of sangria and it's been pretty mild, but today's sangria was somehow or other really, really strong. Anyway, we're going to just relax for a little while. Once everything wakes up, we're gonna head out again and enjoy a little bit of the evening in Burgos. So miss you, love you, see you soon.